The Coalition.
Yo, what's good, Battle Rap family? This is your boy Swift Epics, aka Gary Swaybe. And I'm gonna be here to break down the Born Legacy 3 card that was released, because URL TV dropped a trailer for that recently. So yeah, I definitely wanted to give some of my predictions on that. There's gonna be some gameplay in the background of the video, because that's what we do at the Coalition. You know, we we represent with the gaming and the hip hop, and I cover the battle rap stuff. So yeah, definitely check that out. It's Overwatch right here, one of my favorite games right now. But yeah, let's get straight into this card, man. So Born Legacy will be 2 days. The trailer itself, which was a really good trailer, I'd like to say, and I really like that they did like they had Easter eggs in the trailer and shit. Like if you keep watching, Smack comes out, he announces a new battle and everything. We already knew what the battle was, but like he announces a new battle, and then like at the end of the trailer you got the day two people, and then you got Daylight putting on his mask to end out the trailer. Like that was a dope visual right there, so props on that trailer, to URL and everything. So let me just break down the main card, which is the day one. That's gonna be like the main event battles right there. So I'm gonna go through those real quick. The first few battles I'm just gonna rush through because I don't have as much attachment to them. So Gaddafi Green versus Gluezy. I haven't really seen a lot of Gaddafi Green's battles, to be honest with you. But I've seen Gluezy and I know he gets busy. So I'm gonna say Gluezy 2-1 for that one as my prediction. None versus Prez Mafia. If you're clued up on your battle rap, you'll know that, around 2 years ago or so, Prez Mafia was caught biting bars, which I really don't condone. I don't even condone that he's back on URL now, to be honest with you. So, off rip, I can't really give it that, like, off rip, I'm just gonna give it to none, just by default, because like I can't condone somebody who bit bars. I mean, to be honest with you, I'm sure that happens a lot. I'm sure a lot of these battle rappers spit bars that they didn't write, or someone wrote it for them or something like that. But a lot of it, we don't know about it. So because we know about it for Press Mafia, we can kind of punish him for it. And that's something you can't condone, because battle rap is all about being creative, coming up with bars. Like what's the point in going up there if you're not going to spit your own bars? Like it doesn't make any sense to me. But I'm not going to take anything away from None by giving the battle to him by default, because None actually is dope and he actually does get busy. So even if Prez Mafia was bringing 3 rounds of fire that he wrote, None would probably still win anyway, because None is dope. Like he had some dope battles with Av and Mike P and some other people. So go check out some of his previous work. The next battle is Tink the Demon versus Swave Sever. This should be a dope battle. Um, Swave Sever, he's been a bit up and down since he took that L to Averb. He battled the Saga, he battled Show Off, he battled oh man, he battled someone recently. Who did he battle? Oh, Danny Myers. I believe all those battles were close, to be honest with you. I think he beat Saga personally, but you could make a case and say Saga won. Um, Danny Myers, you could say Danny Myers won that battle, to be honest with you. But the judges say that Swave won because he had a great third round. So I guess you can't argue with the judges, right? If they felt like Swave won. But yeah, and yeah, I mean Swave, when Swave is on his shit, he's a really dope battle rapper. He's good at breaking people down completely. And the thing is, you got Tink the Demon, who's a real character. Like he spits that horrorcore shit, that real grimy, dark battle rap shit like that I like hearing, to be honest with you. And I loved his battle with Mike P. That made me want to go back and watch some of his previous battles and stuff, because I like how he constructs his rounds and his lyrics and everything. So big fan of Tink the Demon now. but just because Swave likes this type of battle where he goes up against someone who's kind of a gimmick, and that's his strength. His strength is breaking people down. So I think I might actually go Swave 2-1 in this battle, but it's gonna be close. Like Tink the Demon, you can't play with this dude. If Swave comes in there half stepping, Tink could destroy him straight up. So yeah, I'm gonna go Swave 2-1 for now. I go back and forth on this prediction, to be honest with you, because I really do like Tink the Demon. But right now, I'm gonna give it to Swave because if he is on his shit, and he was talking his shit in the trailer, so he better be on his shit. He better be on his A game, and if he is, then he's gonna he can get real creative with breaking people down. So yeah, I'm gonna say Swave 2-1 for now. The Saga versus Chess. Man. Saga is, he's a good lyricist for real. Um, Chess is he's something completely different though. Like Chess is he's got that energy. Like he can be the future Tay Rock in my opinion. Like he is like what Tay Rock is, but he actually has dope bars too. So I'm gonna go Chess 2-1 on that one, to be honest. Saga, he's definitely talented with the bars and everything. It's just sometimes his performance isn't always there for me. Like it doesn't, yeah, I feel like he can improve his performance a little bit to go along with the lyrics and everything like that. So I'm just gonna go Chess 2-1. Young Ill versus Mr. Wavy. Oh man, Young Ill, he's one of the all-time greats. If you've been a fan of URL for, since the start of its existence pretty much, you'll know that Young Ill was bodying folks. Like he was getting busy in the early URL days. So he kind of fell off a little bit, and he had a lot of personal issues and stuff like that, and he took some L's as a result. But now he's slowly, getting back that momentum. He just had a dope battle with Daylight. So, Mr. Wavy is coming off of an L on Summer Madness last year. But before that, he had a bit of momentum when he battled K Shine. Um, I don't know, like I feel like Wavy is still missing something, like because he's one of the newer guys. I feel like he's definitely got performance, but he's still missing a little something. And Young Ill, he had the complete package, when he was first ripping shit on URL and stuff, but then he kind of lost it when he started to get the personal issues. So it all comes down to who's going to be the better man that night, pretty much. Like if Young Ill goes back to being Young Ill, it could be a wrap for Mr. Wavy. But if Mr. Wavy has evolved and he's got that it factor now, it could be a long night for Ill too. But just based on their last performances, I'm gonna have to go with Young Ill 2-1 for this prediction. Um, Rum Nitty versus Ill Will. Wow, that's a dope matchup right there. Ill Will hasn't been on URL in a while because they had some personal differences. Rum Nitty is on a killing spree right now. Like he's been going nuts on URL. Like his last 3 or 4 battles have all been dope, and he's been very consistent. He's an incredible lyricist. He's got the aggression. He's got the performance. And Young Ill, I mean, sorry, not Young Ill, Ill Will. He's got the performance, and he's got that unpredictability about him as well because he can freestyle and everything like that. So, and he's got the aggression. He's probably not as lyrical as Rum Nitty is. Like he's not as lyrically gifted, but off of his performance and his aggression alone and his freestyle ability, he can still capture you. He could capture the crowd. He could hit you with a haymaker from nowhere. So it's going to be an interesting battle, but based on previous performances, See, sometimes you shouldn't even base your prediction on previous performances sometimes, because you don't know what type of battle you're gonna get that night. It could be completely different, you know. So it's sometimes it's hard to base on the previous performances. But I'm just gonna go Ram Nitty 2-1 because he's been hella consistent lately. So yeah, I'm gonna go Ram Nitty 2-1. Av versus B motherfucking Magic. B Magic, you know, he's one of my top five. Like, you know, when it comes to punchline battle rappers, like B Magic is up there. Like, he's up there for me. He's definitely one of the most talented punchline battle rappers out there. He's got an incredible flow. You know, he's really upped his performance. I really liked his battle with Iron Solomon, and I actually had him winning that. A lot of people had Iron Solomon winning. I had B Magic winning, to be honest with you. But yeah, this is gonna be an interesting battle because he can punch too, so he can hang with the punchlines. The thing is, they balance each other out because Av definitely has the better delivery. You know, he's got more aggression, but B Magic has that flow. He has that flawless flow with the punchlines. Like, so I think this is going to be a classic. This has the potential to be a classic battle right here. Um, this is a hard prediction as well. Personally, you know, just because I'm such a big B Magic fan, it's hard for me not to go B Magic 2-1, just because I feel like he's more polished than Av is. But Av could steal the victory. Like, he could take this one. Like, he really could, for real. So, you know, this is just one you've got to see, to be honest with you. Now they've also got the day two battles, and they didn't actually say what the matchups are, but I do know what a few of them are. Obviously the one everybody knows is going down is Daylight versus Mike P, which I made a video about previously, so go check that out. But I'm just gonna read out the people who are gonna be on day two of Born Legacy 3. So you got Daylight, you got Lotze, Mike P, Saint Mike, Mo Moolah, Prep, Tone Montana, Reefer Rel, New Jersey Twerk, Dre Dennis, Young X, J 400 Block, Gutter, and Dougie. So yeah, all those people are gonna be on day two. We don't know all the battles, but yeah, Daylight versus Mike P. Now, to be honest with you, Daylight versus Mike P should have been one of the main events on day one, because that's a battle that you know, I'm probably most excited for that battle because I've always been excited for Daylight hitting the URL stage. It's been supposed to have happened, like it should have happened twice already. Like the first time with Summer Madness 3, when you know Math Hoffa punched Sirius Jones, so then it didn't go down. And then he was supposed to battle Big T on the West Coast card, but that fell through because of money and stuff like that. So this was supposed to, like, Daylight was supposed to have already been on URL before, but it just never happened. Something always gets in the way. So now I'm hoping it's finally gonna happen. So I'm just happy to see that. I'm surprised it's not a main event, to be honest with you, but I'm sure it will be the main event of that day. But I feel like it should have been a main event of the entire card anyway. Like, to be honest. But yeah, you got some dope people on day two. Lotze, you know, we previously saw him throwing in the towel against Danger Zone. That wasn't a good look for him, but hopefully he can, you know, he can make a comeback on this card. And yeah, you got lots of dope people. You got J 400 Block. He's been making some noise. You know, Young X, Dre Dennis. You know, some dope people. You got Prep as well, who took a real bad L against Chilla Jones last year. So I'm sure Prep's got, you know, he's got something to prove now. But yeah, overall, this is a dope card from the URL. This is basically in place of Summer Madness, because you know, usually around this time we get Summer Madness, but it's, you know, I don't even know if it's gonna go down this year. If it's gonna go down, it's not gonna be in the summer. It's gonna be like end of September or something like that. So hey, who knows? They were kind of delayed because of the whole Troy Ave controversy, so I guess you gotta have some kind of understanding based on that. But yeah, dope card, Born Legacy. Give me your predictions in the comments, and I'm out. Peace.